you already know whether or not Tamashii is the sort of game for you.
It's not often a game has its thesis on its front screen.
Yep, the very first frame. Also, this epilepsy warning is very, very serious. This is a very flashy, glitchy game.
They are not fucking around. Not
even slightly.
I immediately have to put forth a game that is even more, starting screen explains everything. Don't push the button or whatever it's called. Push the button or everyone dies. I don't remember the exact name, but yeah, you push it and you nuke the world, pretty much. That's the game. So,
some accessibility options on the menu here, in case you want to make it less glitchy and flashy. They actually help quite a bit.
Yeah. Did you remove the scan lines?
But they make the game look a lot worse, so I'm leaving them on for this video, so take caution. And yeah, the scan lines are on by default. I don't like those, so I got rid of them.
Thanks.
It also fucks up the recording pretty bad. So this is described as a Luciferian puzzle platformer by its developer, Vikintor. And we seem to have been created by some kind of angel creature.
We've all had days like that, let's be honest.
Yep. This does not look like a particularly heavenly area, though. I feel like maybe they're trying to suggest something about the nature of heaven and angels.
Well, considering in the Bible, the angels have 6 wings, so...
Oh, yeah.
The first thing they always said was, be not afraid, because people would just be screaming their heads off otherwise.
If their heads weren't exploded by the voice of angels, which is supposed to kill humans.
Yeah. Well, it's the reason why Metatron was the voice of God, because otherwise, heads are popping.
They'd all die. Yep, the Bible is a body horror book, and this game adapts it appropriately. And our little character man, he can make clones of himself, and that's really his only power. That's the whole gimmick that this puzzle platformer is based on.
Cannon fodder.
Yep.
Nice. Is it suicide? If you spawn a clone, just watch it die. Okay, that sounded a lot more...
Yeah. It is if you believe in yourself. What? What are we supposed to say?
Yeah, the clones are ethereal and soulless. You don't have to worry about their well-being. We might still be evil just for playing this game, but...
Yeah, I'm thinking, do we have an unreliable narrator here? Is the narrator the one that says they are soulless?
Don't think we have a narrator.
Well, someone has to say that they're soulless.
I declare it.
It's canon.
This is the sort of glitchy meta game where you, the player, are a character in the story.
Kind of, I want to be the guy style platforming now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also got a Pony Island vibe to it with the Satan and the meta elements.
Pony Island.
I would say just go and play it. Don't read anything on it.
Is it I need to know, is it a My Little Pony thing?
No.
Okay.
Completely unrelated.
This is not even remotely brony related. Although it's fun pretending to people that it is, and then they start playing it and... Well, things happen.
Thing is, I would probably get more scarred from things from Bronis.
No, nothing like that. It's actually good.
And this game I like a lot. Like, it's going to be divisive. This is not a game for everybody. Not by a long shot. It certainly doesn't even want to be. But I love this game.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for it and was like, yep, picking that one up immediately.
Yeah. Like, if you can't tell by the art already, like the heavily H.R. Giger-inspired shit. Which is quite well done.
Yep. There's Giger, Beksinski, Junji Ito with the eyes.
Cronenberg.
Yeah.
Yep, Cronenberg. basic glitch punk aesthetic.
Yeah, and Lovecraft, obviously.
Yeah, there's Cthulhu.
So this is just a grab bag of everything cool on the internet when you get down to it.
I think they passed some laws during the Bush era that if you create a horror game, you must have at least one Lovecraftian influence or reference.
Yeah, that actually happened in 2002.
Yeah. God bless the Supreme Court.
Well, they had to pull one out.
The writing in this game is pretty solid, I think. It is largely influenced by satanic writing, of course. We can see there's another room off to the side there, but we can't get over there.
Is there any reference to Crowley in the game?
Not explicitly, no.
Oh, okay. Because he's usually the go-to.
Nor Anton LaVey.
Yeah, but if you want to do more older satanic, satanic stuff that reference more history, they usually go with Crowley, not...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember anyone's wife being forced to fuck a goat at any point, but I didn't get too far.
Indeed.
She did it willingly.
Yeah. This game is Luciferian, it's a specific kind of satanic. There's a lot of satanic infighting, actually. It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. It's fun. all these, heavily made up, imposing dudes who are kind of going bald at this point, saying, "No, but we are the one true religion." It's like,
Yep.
dude, I would have made fun of you back in high school.
That tip behind the wall of slime there, it reads, "Traditional values must be destroyed."
Well, yeah.
Yep. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I see no problem with that.
Yeah. And here's the first actual real level. In that hub area, later in the game, I have to warn you that there are screamers.
Oh, yeah, I read something about that.
Yeah. They suck. Even if you enable all the accessibility options, they will still appear.
Ugh.
Nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
That's a dick move.
Yep. And they're not even, interesting. It's just a screamer. The first time I saw it, I just sort of stared stone-faced. It didn't surprise me at all. It was just annoying.
This level was called Asaya, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh dear, if that's referencing what I think it is, that's an obscure reference. Jewish mysticism.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, it fits.
We've already had the Tree of Sephiroth in the map screen.
One of the later levels is Kether. Kether. And they're probably all references to different kinds of spirituality and mysticism.
It's like, when in doubt, pull out the Torah.
And there's all the mechanics in the entire game. We never learn any additional abilities. We have our 3 clones, we can speed up their time of death, and we can double jump. That's the whole game. And they do a lot with it.
What do you want for $4?
Yeah, this is a very cheap game, but it's got a decent runtime. It's like 4 hours long, plus when you beat it, you unlock access to a bunch of different secret sub-levels.
I think there's time trials as well, isn't there?
Yep. Each of these levels can be run for high score or faster times. The game keeps track of those. And, I mean, we're only seeing the tutorial level here. The later levels are much more over-designed and interesting.
Yeah. Some of the puzzles later on are an absolute bastard as well.
Mm-hmm. One of them took me a good half hour to solve, but it was actually quite satisfying when I got through it.
Probably the one that I got really annoyed at.
Maybe.
Is the hand throwing red or green?
It's like a pink, so reddish.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, most of the game is black and white.
Well, you gotta take the left-hand path.
Oh, of course. When I did my initial run of the game, I took the left-hand path on every one, except for the puzzle that I previously mentioned that took me a half hour to solve. At the beginning of which there is a tip that tells you how to leave the puzzle and go back to the right-hand path. Because it's so fucking hard.
You done fucked up, son. Here's how to get out of it.
Basically, yeah.
That's better
But
than...
eventually I got through it.
That's better than the games that may have, you died 3 times. Oh, do you want to skip this level? Because that's just condescending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this one immediately tells you you probably don't want to do this. But even the left-hand path is relatively manageable for most levels. The right-hand path is dramatically easier. It's like, all you have to do is dodge between 2 of the enemy things that are on the top and bottom. So you just have to use the low jump, and that's it. Like 2 times.
Augustus Michael Jave.
Yeah, very subtle.
Yeah.
Seems like a dude named Yahweh founded this temple.
I mean, it's not even an obscure. It's like, it's like using Lucifer instead of Satan.
No, it's more like using Louis Cypher.
Yeah, I mean, that's right out of the Shin Megami Tensei handbook there.
Basically. Although I think they originally took it from Angel Heart. Because Robert De Niro plays a character called Louis Cypher.
This is a screamer room, I guess.
Nope.
Oh, really look like it.
Yeah, the only screamers are on the hub world, and they're very infrequent. They show up, I saw it 3 times throughout the course of one playthrough. Which is way more often than I should have seen it, but still.
Man, people say that the 80s hit Drew Barrymore hard. I think E.T. was hit harder.
Now he's made out of brains, with a little brainstem cock.
So delightfully meaty, though.
Yeah.
E.T., not the meaty... never mind. Just gonna leave that one.
Yeah. Some things are just unsalvageable. But no, wait. This is the E.T. that was left in the hole from the video game.
God, yeah.
Come back for his vengeance.
Yeah, I mean, that would explain his attitude.
And a lot of the art does feature drawn-on genitals. Not in very high detail, but still, it's very, very intentional.
At least they tried. The thought was there.
Yep. Like, this game would have a hard time securing an M rating if it were on Steam. But it's on itch.io instead. In fact, if you bought the bundle for Racial Justice, you own this game.
It's on Steam.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, I got it.
Yeah, that's what I saw it when I do the quick lookup before this.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like I said, it's not that explicit, but it is more penises than you see in most video games.
You two were playing the wrong games.
You're not wrong.
There's these visual novels from Japan. I've said too much.
Yeah, you need to be more specific.
Had a real hard time with this last phase of the boss, but now he's dead. It's gonna take a while to die, but that phrase that kept flashing across the bottom of the screen while he was dying, it says, "Happy is the one who seizes your infants and dashes them against the rocks."
Yeah, I know that one.
Yep, a lot of the little catchphrases in this game are quite recognizable if you know your Satan. There's actually a glitch stage later in the game, and there's a series of tips in there that says, "The morning star is the true light inside you."
Inspirational.
Yeah, I mean, they're allowed to me. It's of better quality than the Bible games, so... And I include Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, I honestly did find this game pretty inspirational. Like, it does encourage you to be your true self and whatnot.
Charlie Murder was better for that.
And besides which, when it comes to Bible games, it's basically this or Super 3D Noah's Ark.
The New Testament.
Oh, of course, how could I forget? Oh, that's right, I keep taking the medication.
Where you can wrestle Jesus.
Wait, Fokir?
Yeah, is that something specific?
No, I really don't
'Cause I looked it
recognize
up.
it.
I looked it up, and Latin for to make is facere. So I think they were trying to conjugate that possibly in Brazilian, which is the developer's nationality.
Makes sense, it would be Brazilian.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. But nothing I can find quickly, at least.
Yeah. So that's my best guess.
Also, is it just me, or does our dude kind of resemble one of the guys from the RPG? Oh,
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it's Valerie. Little guy, the little dude that just goes all the time.
You two play a lot more games than I do. I started to realize. Yeah, I am actually rather, when it comes to religion and Jewish mysticism, I'm a bit well versed in that because a bunch of my relatives converted to Judaism and moved to Israel. So to annoy them, I started to dig up obscure stuff just to, how do you respond to this and this and this? We don't have any contact.
See, I just started reading Grant Morrison and the Illuminatus trilogy, and it all just fell into place like it was ordained to be.
I love that response from Fuserl there.
It might be cool. Just, don't be a dick.
Oh man, I'm gonna use that to my children. You're a miserable spark of false light.
If you beat this game with and you complete a bunch of the secrets, basically go above and beyond and get pretty much 100%, you can unlock previous builds of the game, which date back all the way to like 2017.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and a bunch of concept art and stuff. You can see the whole path leading up to Tamashii.
Don't think we've mentioned as well, Tamashii is Japanese for soul.
Ah, I didn't know that one.
Yep.
Neat. And I had a bit of slowdown because I was recording, and my computer sucks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was because it was a bit earlier where you started slowing down. Wasn't sure if it was that.
I thought it was stylistic. If you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a section earlier where they intentionally slow you down while the eyes are staring at you.
Yeah.
But during this recording, I had some unintentional slowdown. But of course, the game runs very, very smoothly when you actually play it, because it is very low on resources.
So, Dad, what are we doing next? Ah! Okay, can you be a bit less loud? Ah!
I still think this is a more sympathetic version of Lucifer as a parent than in Sabrina.
Or what was the one where he gets a whole monologue and stands on top of a rock? Paradise Lost.
So yeah, fun game. You probably own it because about 1 million people bought the bundle for racial justice.
I actually haven't, to my great shame.
Oh, you blew it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, 1 million other people
You're
did.
done fucked up.
And this is one of the many games that are worth checking out in there. So if you don't want to go through all 1,700 on your own, take this as a tip, and also be very careful if you have epilepsy, because it's
that's actually
difficult.
one of the things. I would never be able to play this. My brain would not be.
I know.
I'm gonna go out and take some air after this.
It's for a very specific type of person, but it was for me, and maybe it's for you as well.
I mean, I like the idea. I even if it's not for me, I really encourage this kind of games. We need them.
Yeah, I love games that are very specific. That's why I love indie games. It's like one guy going like all out on his passion, not giving a fuck what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
And he's already in development on a sequel, Tamashii 2.
Cool.
Yeah.